Plant seeds for young men to be active in the community and active in this world and be able to make a difference in the world and in the community.
He leads a group that helps young people. Now the group is getting some help itself. It's one of several organizations benefiting from hundreds of thousands of dollars in donations. Good evening, I'm Jessica Coons.
And I'm McLeod Hageman. 6 groups across Champaign-Urbana pledged a total of $300,000 to help combat violence. It's part of the WCIA3 plan to achieve victory over violence. Now, we hosted a live event tonight at Hedge Pop Park in Champaign. Dozens of people, including donors and recipients, were there to talk about the initiative. WCIA3's Chance Dicklin attended that event and joins us now. So, Chance, the message is really simple. Everyone is excited to create a safer community.
Several groups received money, and that'll be used to help pay for a safer Champaign County. The money deemed investment for the impact will be put back into the community through both immediate and long-term solutions to solving violent crime in the community.
We have to be part of the short-term solution as well as the long-term solutions.
The University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign was one of 7 organizations that donated $50,000 to commit to building a stronger, healthier community. But the university wasn't alone. The United Way also contributed $50,000, totaling $300,000 altogether. Sue Gray with the United Way says this money will help kids succeed, and the effort goes beyond donations.
It's the people power that actually makes it happen. That's what's so cool about this. Volunteers, local nonprofits, business leaders, all joining together and saying we can do better, and we will do better.
Champaign Goal Getters is one of the recipients. Its mission is to reduce violence and provide leadership skills to kids in Champaign. For one recipient, it provides a college education.
Working in programs that would teach them entrepreneurship, which we're getting ready to start. And also it's just an opportunity for them to find out who they are culturally.
Chancellor Robert Jones says organizations teaming up to raise money is only part of the solution.
To be a strategic partner with others in the community to solve a whole host of societal problems.
We need more. We can't just, it's not a fix-all. The money is just not a fix-all, but we need to start interventions earlier, like as early as elementary school, and continue that all the way through.
In the end, recipients say these donations will be an investment in the health and safety of this vital community.
A United Way spokesperson says an advisory committee will make decisions about where the grants will go. Some of the money has already been distributed to partners from last fall. The rest of the money will be part of the grant application process that starts tomorrow. We'll have a link to apply posted to our website at WCIA.com. Mac.
All right, Chance, thank you so much.